workout. We have found like super, super hard workout stuff that you can add in. This is going to be our challenge in the future. And this is elite training exercises. So look at them, see what you think. You know, you can adapt them too. There's ways to adapt them, make them a bit easier, but they're using all kinds of accessories too that create extra workout. All right, let's just jump right in. One of the things that you do with this, what's called high intensity training, is we're going to be increasing your heart rate.
Becky, real problems audio.
What was that? You can't hear? You can hear now? I hope you can hear me. High intensity training, we're going to increase your heart rate by doing more intervals back to back without a break, more reps, more exercises. We're going to do 3 minutes. That's like 6 different exercises, one after another without stopping, and then take our 1-minute break. And you would do 2 to 3 sets of the 3 minutes of 6 exercises each. You can adjust these things, you know, as you got even better. You could do 60-second long exercises instead of 30 seconds. I wouldn't go beyond 60 seconds per exercise because it is so intense, but you could go up to 60 if you want. And there's a break between each group of 3 for a minute of active break. You remember what that was from the last class? It's where you keep moving. So you're like marching in place during your 1-minute active break. Then you do another 3 minutes of intense workout where you're working at like 80 to 90% of your maximum work ability, maximum power. There's still a warm-up to begin with and a cool down. And you can add in harder exercises. So we're going to start with easier ones that I'm going to show you that are somewhat off the chart and somewhat with adding in some accessories, but not super, super difficult. And then Diane is going to handle the second set, which will be a little bit harder. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn you over to Diane, who's going to show you some of these cool accessories that you can use and do the warm-up, a 2-minute warm-up with you with a bunch of stretches. If you've already worked out, so you don't want to turn your machine on more again, but you can do these with her without turning the machine on. Okay, take it away, Diane.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm super excited to spend this time with you today. Hope that you can hear me well. Everyone can? A thumbs up?
Yay. Yes.
Awesome. And I'll adjust my camera because, as you know, I changed it last minute to account for some Zoom things. But anyway, accessories that you can use with your machine can be everything from classic to creative. So classic would be, of course, and by the way, I keep this little basket next to my Vibe machine, and in it I can keep my accessories. This is something called a Pilates ring. You normally put it, I'll demonstrate it. Then, of course, classic would be hand weights, right? And lots of elastics for doing isometric stretches. You can have balls, tennis balls, lacrosse balls. Chiropractors love those because they can get really deep in the muscle. And then some creative accessories can be this. You don't have weights? Do you have 2 jars of soda, two things of soda? You can use that. You can have little bottles of water or big bottles, and those can become your weights. A fun one that I love is a pool noodle. What I've done with a pool noodle is I've taken a little knife and I cut it, and I use this on the edge of my vibration machine. I'll show you that later when I adjust the camera. Another way you can use it is when you're doing your squats. You can just have it for some balance. Having something in your hands kind of reminds you to have good posture and form. Another fun thing you can do, yes, you can actually take your mops or your brooms, take the head off, I'm sure you're all laughing out there, ladies and gentlemen. You can even take your rakes, and then you can use that also to do your squats or in the front. And then if any of you have some kids or grandkids around, you have some cheap, inexpensive balls, you can use those for isometric stretches back and forth. I absolutely love a big ball like this. And then last but not least, be creative. Take things in your house. This is a candle, but it's a really heavy candle. You could use that, okay? So have some fun during this coronavirus time, being creative. One more last prop is a blanket, just a soft blanket. You can do a lot of things. You can roll it and make it into a neck roll. You can put it on your machine, and it's lovely. So now we're gonna go right into a warm-up. For those of you who want to just watch, feel free, and those who are just joining us for this second set of advanced class, feel free to join in too. So I have a little timer here because I'm not going to turn on my machine so that you can hear me. And I'm just going to adjust the camera a tiny bit more. Okay. And then we're going to do 30 seconds each. So the first one we're going to do is called hamstring warm-up. And we're just bending over. And now ways that you can adjust this, make it more beneficial for you, is really push through your feet, your heels. And then another thing you can do is lift your toes. Straight back, not a hunched over back, straight back. Okay? And then you can also head. Now the next one that we would do is stay right on the plate. Believe it or not, that was 30 seconds. And now go, just bend into one and then lift the toe. And when you do that, that's going to put the stretch all the way into the back. So you want to do 15 seconds there, and now 15 seconds on the other side. And we'll just turn this way so you can see me. And that's stretching the back of the calf. And you can also make it harder by lifting your arms and stretching to the side. Now we do what's called a runner's lunge. So you stay on your machine, you're just putting your foot backwards. And to make this harder, you can either lift the toe or you can bend the knee and go down. And you would do 15 seconds on each one. Can you guys see my feet?
Yeah. No, really, but it's okay. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, and switch sides. I know that
Your ball is in the way.
Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay, and then the next one that we would do is we would just come right back down. If you don't have a nice soft carpet like I do, you could put your blanket under your knees and then come back and do a child's pose. And in child's pose, you're actively stretching your back, and you can vary this all sorts of ways. You can lift one hand and go to the side, lift the other hand and go to the side, and sort of get a side stretch in your lower obliques. And then you come up again. You go right to the side abductors. You come off the side of your machine. Now, one thing about the side of your machine is that you only want to come off the side of your machine when it's when you're on solid ground, right? If you were doing something like a calf, you would want to come off because it's solid on the front of the machine, not the sides of the machine. But if you're on solid grounding like this, where it's something that's a static pose, then it's okay to come off the side. So by doing this side thing, we're stretching our adductors, okay? And then the final one, to warm up, would be something with our arms. So arms, you can get creative, whatever you feel you need. You can do shoulder rolls, front and back. You can do stretch over to one side. Now, one great trick with this is the side that you're stretching, that same side leg, really push that heel into the ground. You'll feel, it's so amazing. So same side that you're stretching, go ahead and push down. And just real quick, some other things you can do for stretching your arms, of course, are both sides like this, back, overhead. I have a shoulder injury that I'm healing, so I won't do that too much. Okay. So now we're ready to take it back to Becky to show the first set. Take it away.
Okay, guys. All right. So, okay, you can put me on the cell phone, Andy, because I'm going to show you first exercise using accessories. This is called the pandemic pump. Okay. You got your weights, right? In this case, I didn't have weights, so I'm using Clorox disinfectant wipes. I'm going to do a squat with weights for 30 seconds. I'm going to do 6 exercises, boom, 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 one after another. Okay, that's the plan. So here we go. Starting with the pandemic pump, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm going to go out to the sides. I'm going to get in all kinds of arm positions. And lifting like bicep curls. And out to the sides. The pandemic pump is here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. Okay, here we go. Woo! All right. And we win. Okay, that was a pandemic pump. Also good to use would be Clorox bottles that you could grip, right? Plenty of that around. All right, going right to sit on the machine. All right, this one, can you see this? Is going to be a abdominal exercise with gripping a ball, a soccer ball between my legs. Okay, so here we go. All right, now normally you try to move as quickly as you could between the different ones. And I'm talking a lot, so it's hard, but I'm doing this for 30 seconds. This is way harder, guys, because you have to push in at the same time as holding up and doing your abdominal. So it's quite the workout. And holding that, and then the next one, so I can move quickly, right? It's going to be standing with the soccer ball. Okay. This one, most people have a ball, you know, you can use different size balls, whatever ball you got. Okay. And I'm going to use the ball in all kinds of different positions, moving while I'm doing, so I'm doing like squats and moving the ball around, all around at the same time. It's kind of similar to that pandemic pump, but with the soccer ball instead of it. And every time you change your position a little bit, you're changing your position, your muscle groups. All right, next one, another ab one. This one is, okay, all right. Now we got the Bozu ball. It's this monster ball. I'm gonna try an ab, the basic ab with the ball, Bozu ball, it's called, really large. Oh, this is fun. You can play catch with it while you're in your ab position. Now, I've never seen that before, but this is fun and hard. Okay, it's kind of cool. Whoa. Okay, and 30 seconds of that. Moving right into leg lifts. We didn't do this before. This is leg lifts. You're on the plate. It's kind of like leg lifts, but you're on a vibration plate at the same time. If you wanted, and also add in, I've got a stretchy strap here, which can make it a lot harder. So now I have to pull against the strap, which this is crazy, ridiculously. I don't need hard, to be honest with you. I don't really need this to be any harder than it was. All right, and you do one side, then you got to do the other side. So let me do the other side. Here we go. Ooh, all right. And doing that. Oh, so hard. Wow. Okay. So, and then there's one more. Was going to be beginner's pose, pulling on stretchy straps. You've done this one before, but this is a good one for this workout where you're using the straps and movement. And one of the big things we're doing here is just that we're doing 6 exercises in a row. Okay, give yourself a round of applause once you've done that. Then you got your active break for a minute. All right, and then we're going to go back to Diane, who is going to show you, believe it or not, even harder exercises. Now, guys, you don't have to do all the see here, obviously. You choose which ones work for you and you adapt them to work. But it's good to see the ideas that are out there, right? Okay. All right. Diane, we are ready for you. Take it away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you really quickly the 6 things that I'm going to do, and then, like Becky, I'm just going to go from one to the other. But I think it might visually help you, or might be better to help you hear what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to do some deep squats. Then I'm going to do some lunges off the back side of the machine. To switch up from going from big muscles, you don't want to constantly work just one big muscle group. We're going to move to abs. We're going to do crunches, which are going to work both the lower and upper abdominals. Then we're going to do obliques. And then we're going to go back to finishing it up with the hardest intensity that we can. One little trick I want to tell you when we do abdominals that is a game changer for you is something called zip and button. So you know when you want to get in a great pair of jeans, you have to really tuck it in to get in. So what you're doing is you're pulling up the muscles of the pelvic floor, and then you squeeze and knit the abdominals, the obliques in, and that's the button part. So zip and button while we're doing these things like the planks that you're about to see. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with the deep squats. So we're going to do deep squats for 30 seconds. Come on, start. Okay, and so you're really sitting back in a chair. Can you see that my knees are not over my feet? You can just sit there and you can hold it. You can also lightly bounce in it. Or you can go up and down in it. And another way, if you really want to get your calves worked out in this, is you can go up on your toes. Okay. All right, going right into the next one, we're going to go lunges off the back. So lunges off the back would be 15 seconds each, okay? Or you can alternate fast pace. You can add the arms. Or you can just keep it slower. Keep the hands on the hips. Or use the noodle. Okay. Next exercise is crunches. Want to make sure that you can see me here. So this is a Pilates ring, and you squeeze it. So you put the Pilates ring in. If you don't have a Pilates ring, you can use a ball. Okay, so you just hold it there. Did I start that? No. Okay. And you can start to crunch, or you can just keep the feet on the ground, squeeze this, and do your crunches. You can also pull back. Whew, okay. Then the next one will be obliques. And obliques, what you can do is 3 varieties. You can keep your knees on the floor, which is hard enough, just going back and forth. You can go at a slower pace if you have to. You can take it back, lean back on the machine, and you can also lift your feet. You can also touch the floor. You can also bring it over your head. Have some fun. Now you can do the plank. Move right into the plank. Whoops. Plank, you want to make sure that your shoulders are directly over your hands. Now to make this harder, you could do push-ups. You could just hold it. You could lift your legs. Okay? If you can't do a plank, you can go on your knees and you'll get the same thing. Now, for those of you who want to be a little daring, we can go to the side. And you can lift. You can add the arms. And you can do both sides, which I'm not going to do because I have the shoulder. And then the last one is you can do a cardio kick. Just get on your machine and pump it. When you're ready, add some weights. I'm going to just change sides. Or 2, 3, 4, and then jump off the other side. 2, 3, 4. You can also go a little bit slower. Okay? All right. Now we're gonna go into our cool down. And our cool down, you can just march in place on the machine. If you're really feeling winded, just march in place on the side.
We can't see your head.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Thanks.
Who was that? Marie Antoinette. We don't want to be headless. So that's to show you a little bit about how you can keep going and mix it up. Some things I want to tell you about is that you can march on the machine or off the machine. If you're feeling really winded, take your arms up, bring them down. Breathe through your nose. Inhale through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay? Now the other thing you can do, I'm just gonna, normally I would go right into the massage, but I want to tell you is that you can customize this routine by doing an easy set like Becky did, or easier. And then your harder sets, don't turn on the machine, just try them without anything. You can repeat 3 easy sets, that's great too. Or you can be like Goldilocks, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So easy set, a little bit harder, hardest intensity. Or you can go easy, really hard intensity, and easy again. You can repeat the same exercises, just pick 6 and keep redoing them 3 times. All right, and then the last thing that I wanted to show you is something I absolutely love. It's ending with massage. So what I did was I took a pool noodle and I just sliced it and I put it on the edge of my machine. You can use a towel if you want by just rolling it up, or a pillow, right? But I put my blanket on my machine. My chiropractor loves when you put your neck back on something. Okay, you can put a pillow there if you want. And then I just rest my arms on the plate while it's vibrating. You can put your feet down. You can put your feet up. You can put them on a chair next to you. But this feels so good when you do it. That's my little routine to show you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it, more than anything, just inspires you to see that the possibilities are endless, the combinations are endless. Just try it and have fun and enjoy. Off to Becky for question and answer.
Wow, Diane, that was impressive. Yeah, really. You are a fit lady. We were very impressed, and it's inspiring, so something to work towards. Any questions, anybody?
I'm not on the plate right now, but I'm exhausted watching.
Yeah, me too.
What a workout. Bless her. That's wonderful.
Exactly. You're an inspiration. And
I will
bless you.
try. I will
Thanks for
certainly
helping.
try some of those, without a doubt.
Yeah, I
I'll
love
work
it.
up to it,
Really
but it
moving.
inspires me.
Yep. Me too. Anybody else have any comments or questions?
Diane,
Yes.
how do you, okay, so you cut your noodle in half. Is it hollow? How did you get it?
Hello. Yeah, this is a pool noodle. You get them at Target or Walmart or any place they sell the dollar store. They all have a little hole in the middle of them, and you just take an X-Acto knife or the scissors and you just slice it right down the middle. And then it fits on the edge of your machine.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have that, it's totally fine. Just take things that you have in your house, a pillow, and do that. Or take your blanket. In yoga, we always use blankets as props. Okay, you can put it there on your head.
But you know, Diane, I want to just say that I think you're brilliant with that sliced noodle around the edge of the plate, because my chiropractor is always after me also, wanted me to do these exercises, tipping my head way back to try to get the curve back in your neck, which is
Absolutely.
a chiropractor.
Yeah. We're like this all the time.
Yeah.
Also, for those of us, you can see I'm wearing glasses. I have bifocals, and for us who have bifocals, not only are we doing this, but we're like trying to look, through our glasses, and we don't realize how much it's changing our curvature. And just to tell you, like recently, I had to go and get an X-ray because I have a shoulder injury that wasn't healing, and as such, they took an X-ray, and I was shocked to see that someone who has really perfect, good posture like I do, I already have signs of my neck curving.
Yeah.
So it's really important, and it's so fun. You'll love it. You'll fall in love with it.
I'm going to try that, Diane. I am definitely getting a noodle, slicing it and putting it on the edge and doing that, because I didn't do the exercise that my chiropractor wanted me to do, because they were just thinking it was too big a process and it took too long. Now if I can do it on my plate, just an extra minute of vibration massage lying on there, that's easy, and that would be great. Fun.
So I want to speak to you all about a couple more things. How do you actually design your workout? You can see I had these little cards. Just take a piece of paper and write 6 things. Decide which 6 things you're going to do. Just take your poster and just pick something from each category. Something for your arms, or if your trouble area is tummy, thighs, and hips, focus more on that. And do the things off the plate.
And that's exactly what we were covering in the class before.
Yeah, and then do the things off your
That was
plate
just what we were
that aren't
covering
your
in the
trouble
class.
areas.
Diane, if you were to lay back on a pillow, how would you get that? You would just then put your head, can you show us?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Just take this.
Okay. So your shoulders are almost on, your shoulders are on the pillow. Okay, got it.
Well, actually, it would be better if your shoulders were on the plate.
Okay.
And your head is back. You really want the noodle to hit the occiput. These 2 little balls? That's called the occiput area. You really want the noodle to hit the occiput area and rest back.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
And
that noodle.
sometimes I just do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that's all I do for the whole day.
Wow. Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Possibilities are endless. Start just picking a routine and just doing it off of the thing. But the one thing that I thought was really excellent, I peeked in on Becky's earlier class, and she was using the ball some in this class when she started. You don't realize how much using the ball just for little things like this, or while you're standing, using the ball overhead. This is all strengthening our core. And one of the biggest things for people as they age that compromises them, the biggest thing that really knocks older people out. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, my mom is 91 this month, and she has a vibration machine. One of the biggest things that affects seniors and elderly as we mature is our balance and our gait gets knocked off place. And so by using some of these accessories, you will naturally work these little micro movements, will work muscles that you haven't had before, and it will strengthen your stability and your balance and your gait.
Does your mom have the Gentle 500 or the same?
Yes.
She does. Okay.
Yep. And for her, she had a little bit of dementia, so she just puts her feet on it. Her caretakers help her, and she just puts her feet on it, and it just keeps her circulation going. It keeps her mind working. Keeps her lymphatic system moving. So really, it's something. This technology, this investment that you've made is going to give a big return of investment to you for decades.
And one more question, is that a medicine ball that you have, or what type of ball did you get?
This ball right here? This ball is my kids' ball that they just play with outside.
Okay.
And just got that cheap at the dollar store or Target so many years ago. That's all it is.
Okay.
And this big ball, you can use with your machine too. I forgot to show you.
Oh, yeah.
You can do things like this.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You can do it off the floor, of course, and do sit-ups, okay? You can roll around on it. That will really help you, your stability and gait again, and really work your obliques. And when you get strong obliques and core, it takes all your back pain away.
Oh, cool.
You could even do things like this. So, and we'll have another class coming where I show you all kinds of things you can do for yoga and meditation using your plate.
Cool.
You were going to do something with the tennis ball. I'm just curious. Like for your shoulder, could you do something? Or I have a bad shoulder too.
What you want to do with that is you want to take it up against a wall and you want to roll into it. But the other thing that we use balls all the time for is to actually get into the muscles that connect to the shoulder. So you could roll on it. You can also roll on it on your back and your sacrum. You know that area right around here?
Yeah.
You can take and you can roll on that. If you have 2 tennis balls, you can take them and put them in an old nylon sock and tie the end tight, and then use it to roll up and down your spine. It's the best $90 massage for $5 of old tennis balls. And it's the gift that keeps giving to you again and again and again.
So they're right next to each other, they're tight together? Or
yeah, you take 2 tennis balls and you put them in an old sock,
right,
a nylon sock, and you tie it. And so that next time I'll bring it so that I can show it to you. And then you literally just put it behind your back and you roll on it.
Okay.
Roll on it on the machine. To use this for rolling into your shoulder, I'll try and just change the angle here for a second. You can take the ball and you can roll into it really deeply and go into the front. And that will give you a deep tissue massage for free.
Thank you. That's great.
You're welcome. It was nice joining all of you. Here, I'll put myself in the middle of these angel wings.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you, Diane, so much.
You're welcome.
For your help.
Nice to have you. Nice to join.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
Bye, Becky.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh, you know what I'd love to say to everybody before we go?
Go for it.
I would love to give back to Becky. And the best way we could give back to Becky is going online on Facebook and posting, liking, commenting, tagging your other friends, telling people that you're having fun with this. Because it takes a lot of energy and effort for her to plan these classes every single week and to give her time to give these classes for free. And she's really taking this opportunity to build community and support people, not just sell a product and leave you stranded with it. So we could show our love back to her by just having an ongoing commitment to just every once in a while, a couple times a week, chime in when you're on Facebook and go to her page and like it and comment and tell people what you're getting out of it.
You know, it's kind of more fun than I realized, guys, Facebook. It's cool. It's a way to get a group of people that you're communicating with regularly. It's fun, actually, especially with people we know already, you know, who are our friends. And we can do that on the Facebook page. All right.
Thank you.
See y'all
Thank you
soon.
very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.